you're doing weekly boot camps? What's the deal with
There's
that?
boot camps, Friday to Sunday type of boot camps. Taking this weekend off, but it's just easy to run. I don't have to deal with um yeah, dude, I've done like 400 of these boot camps. I meet with these guys, we roll out there.
400? What the fuck?
Yeah, a
It's a
lot of boot camps.
shitload.
Yeah. I've been doing these since 2012. So it's been how you doing, man? I've been doing these since 2012, so it's 12 years almost weekly boot camps. And then I'll do an international program maybe every 3 or 4 months. But my business partner's kind of taking a break, so we'll see how that goes.
What kind of places do you go to when you do the international ones?
Um, it's just kind of just does it make sense? Is there enough volume? We've done Thailand, Colombia, Brazil. Um, our first pilot one was Costa Rica. It worked out because the volume's kind of slow. It's more of a nature social media play, I think. What else? Um, we did one in Mexico. I didn't feel like Mexico was as much of a success because I think it probably didn't feel as exotic. I think for some of my clients, like Brazil and Colombia, it just seems a little bit more like, oh, that's a little bit
Yeah.
further, a little more cool. I think when people hear
Especially
Mexico,
when they stick a gun on your head.
yeah, it's just like Mexico doesn't. I think that's probably why we didn't get as many students. Is Mexico feels too accessible, right? It's just like, oh, it's just Mexico. So, but our next couple ones, like I really want to do Thailand again because it's just got such good. It's just got a
Bangkok
good.
specifically, or Koh Samui,
Yeah.
or Phuket, or
Yeah, none of the
whatever.
islands are never good. I just don't like I like big metropolitan cities with a lot of local native locals. Yeah, never liked any islands like Florianopolis. I didn't like Phuket. I didn't like. Uh, yeah, it's just there's too tourism. Any place where there's too much tourism, I don't like it from a dating perspective. Prices are higher. There's more scams. There's more prostitution. It's just a pain in the ass. But yeah, so Bangkok seems cool to do again. And then because of I've heard a lot of good things about Argentina. Also, the currency exchange is extremely favorable right now. So those are
Hmm.
those are two, and then maybe Eastern Europe. I haven't really been there a whole lot, so it's going to be relatively new for me. I
Yeah.
haven't really
I, I would
done much.
say with Bangkok, if you're doing that one again, you should do a challenge where you pretend to be a monk, one of those that has the vow of silence, and try to do an infield video where you say absolutely fucking nothing.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
I took it upon myself to create this beautiful map called the Community Boot Camps map. It is a live map updated every Friday to show boot camps across the planet that you could participate in. There are boot camps all across the USA. I would say all across Canada, but really it's just Toronto. Each color is a different company or instructor, so you can see in Los Angeles, for example, there's Self Mastery Co., which is basically Owen Cook, Julian Blanc, and Jeff Allen from Real Social Dynamics, formerly. There's also ABCs of Attraction, which is JT Tran. And there's also, in this case, Brandon and Jesse. This map is updated live, so maybe by the time you see it, things will look a bit different. There'll be new ones. There'll be some that disappear because they already happened. Here we got in Scottsdale, Eric von Markovic, Mystery, a few currently listed in Texas, a few in Miami and New York. The New York one is looking beautiful right now. So many different ones you can see, and not all of them are only weekend boot camps. So this one, for example, this is an entire month. These listings are put up extremely accurately. So this one is going to, although it's in the very distant future, it's going to happen for 4 entire weeks. whereas others may be a few days long, but it gives you those options so you can really choose what works for you and what you value. Across Europe, there are quite a few going on, especially in England and Germany, even Sweden too. So plenty of nice options. Um, Normally we tell Europeans about this, but these are pretty good options. If you're living in the USA, you can just fly over there. And yes, there's even Honolulu too. You could fly all the way to Barcelona, even if you're living outside of Spain, and just have fun. That would be a pretty good vacation. Even Croatia, you could go to places like Amsterdam, London, Hvar in Croatia, Barcelona, Berlin. There will even be some around Australia and Asia. In this case, there's Koh Samui in Thailand and Melbourne in Australia. So there we go. Check it out on the website, and you'll be able to pick and choose whatever works for you. Some of these even have exclusive deals. So, for example, ABCs of Attraction, you can use this code for a $500 discount. That's crazy. That's some crazy value right there. So you can find that on our website. You could go all the way to community boot camps here right at the end.